Today, Robert and I have driven toward Taranaki and just past the township of Hawera, where every time we head this way, we can't help but see this sign. So today, we are finally going to see what this Tawhiti Museum is all about.
She's waiting for love to be realized.
The museum itself is situated on the site of the former Tawhiti cheese factory, just 4 kilometres out of Hawera.
Oh, 12 o'clock, because no, this one.
Was it?
12 o'clock, because we made it in the people
Yeah. Great. So we have access to these, she said, for the minute. Ooh. Oh, that's a cafe. That's not a real person in there, is it? What do you mean? Curly? I'll do a look later. So that's our entrance, because we're going to go to this. Super.
The Sugarloaf Islands on the Taranaki coast, early 1800s traders and whalers dug their storage caverns deep into the soft volcanic rock. The tunnels and caverns you've just entered refer back to 1828, when Dickie Barrett set up his trading station at Namotu. Repeated attacks by tribes to the north of Taranaki left Barrett's men and their host, the Hawera tribe, in constant fear of further attacks. 200 to 300 people set up home on the offshore islands, Morrieson Island in particular. Some of those caves, tunnels and tracks are still visible today on the islands. The site of Barrett's house and storage hataka is still obvious after 180 years approximately.
Right, so the gentleman on the right in there is Dickie Barrett, that's who you've just heard about. He's claimed to fame in Taranaki, those firearms on the wall behind him.
Oh, wow.
There's a long-barrelled musket.
Yeah.
We brought a boatload of those out from England after the wars there. We traded them to the Maoris here for Muka. Flax fire. 1 tonne of Muka will buy you one of those guns.
Wow. Bewitched Coast. Oh, that's it. How neat.
In those days they got it out of the leaf by scraping off the green coating with a seashell.
Oh, brilliant.
Then they boiled it.
So
After it was dried, it got baled like for the milk.
Oh, yes, the bale.
5 of those bales to the tonne.
Wow.
The traders put the bales on their ships and took them back to England, Ireland and later on Australia as well.
Oh,
Those were the only 3 countries in the world that had sheds in the scenery to turn Muka into rope. And that's what it was used for. Right, everybody here is extracting the Muka out of the flax.
that's interesting though. Muka is the fibre extracted from flax used by Maori for weaving and making cloaks. Clearly the early Europeans found a way to make money by selling and exporting it overseas to be used as rope.
Pop up to the bars, look around to the left, And wait for the ghost of Dickie Barrett. I think
Oh,
he's already
he is out. I can see you.
Oh.
Oh, he's gone. Not come, oh, there he comes. He's coming back.
Oh, he's gone down.
Hmm.
Oh, little seat, folks.
Ooh, say. Ooh.
Okay, you can't take any more photos or videos, ma'am. Everything down here's under copyright.
Ah, okay. I knew I wasn't allowed to video in here, as number 5 on the entry notice had stipulated that. But the Traders and Whalers Underground Canal boat ride takes visitors through the historical Taranaki coast of the 1800s. We were exported on a Disneyland-type ride through the darkness to a Maori village and witnessed the bartering of flax for muskets, entered into the crossfire of a battle between Maori and Europeans, all while gently floating downstream, listening to moorporks, seagulls and wild pigs. Weta workshops helped create the underground ride through history, which took 4 years to build, 2 years of planning and 2 years construction. So what do you think of Traders and Whalers?
It was very cool. It's a pity you weren't allowed to take photos.
I agree. A real shame. In the days when Dickie Barrett was a trader and whaler, the Maori Wars were occurring, which saw Dickie and his family retreat to the Sugarloaf Islands to continue his trading business from. The cave on Motoroa Island, the largest of the Sugarloaf Islands, where the Barretts lived, can still be seen today. In 1834, the Harriet was shipwrecked near Cape Egmont. John Guard, with his wife Betty and their 2 children, survived the wreck but were taken captive by local Maori. John promised to get gunpowder that the Maori demanded in exchange for his family. So while John was away purchasing the gunpowder, the first unwilling European residents of South Taranaki, Mrs. Guard with her 2 children, had to witness her own brother and other dead sailors being cut up and eaten. Oh, but she was offered to join in the feast of the cooked flesh. 5 months later, her husband returned with the goods and extra troops, who slaughtered many of the natives. Okay, what's through here? That's the exit to Traders and Whalers. Oh yes, it said we came out here. Farm Power Hall. Walking along the track. It was a bit. Get off the track. What do you say? Once a month the train goes. So we did the boat ride, not the train ride. Don't walk on the track. Around the year 1900, work began on a very ambitious project to connect Taranaki from Stratford to the main trunk railway line near Taumaranui, taking 32 years to complete with 24 tunnels and 91 bridges to construct along the 144-kilometre route, with the exception of 2 steam shovels in the later years of construction. All the work was done with picks, shovels and wheelbarrows. Oh, self-close. Yay! The Tawhiti Museum started as a personal hobby for artist Nigel Ogle, which soon turned into this renowned museum which depicts the history of Taranaki. And the museum has received 7 tourism awards and is considered one of New Zealand's best private museums. Hey, it's supposed to self-close. Empire Hotel. What do you reckon? Petrol-powered cars came to New Zealand in 1898, but our roads and weather couldn't cater for them, so road boards were introduced. But by 1921, still half of New Zealand roads were unmetalled, unformed, and just basic bridle tracks. When toll gates were introduced, they were very unpopular, causing unruly behaviour, like when Opunaki's gatekeeper was locked in his cottage while persons unknown ripped out the gates and threw them into a nearby stream. But it had to be noted that the revenue from the tolls did help with Taranaki's roads. What are you trying to say? Oh no, I'm working on it. Oh, hello. Hello. Welcome to work. Oops, now we see the sign, no entry, private residence. Sorry, doggy, we'll leave you alone. Bye. Don't walk on the train track. How else do we get over here then? Tawhiti Bush Railway. Morrieson. Memorial. Museum, all traders and whalers, that's us. Yay! We can come into this one. It's a Hawera identity. Oh, what are we looking at here? What did he do? He was a photographer, filmer. A movie buff, was he? I'll have to read up and see. Look at this. Oh, wow. It's too thin. What? Ron Morrieson was a musician and writer and was alive for 2 of his published novels, but his other 2 manuscripts were published too, with all 4 being made into movies. go up upstairs to Ron's bedroom and study. Really? So why are we in his bedroom and study? The attic, Ron's bedroom from when he was a young boy until his death at 50 years old in 1972, was salvaged from the rest of the demolished house and used as a sleepout for 19 years. It was then moved here to the Tawhiti Museum, and Ron's writing was all done in this room. See you, Ron. It cost us $20 each for the Traders and Whalers exhibit, so now another $20 for just me to see the rest of the museum. Face. Oh, I love it. She's so calm. Oh, that's too cute. Hungry. Oh, that's gorgeous. Woman. I can't see your face. Nigel Ogle was an art teacher who knew how to keep youngsters and adults amused, with his sense of humour coming out in his artwork, featured throughout this converted cheese factory. Chong royal display. What the heck is this? Chong. What did make Chong special? I need to know. Chong arrived in Taranaki in 1870 and boosted the economy with his edible fungus trade. With his knowledge and work ethic, the entrepreneur also introduced Class A butter for export and was acknowledged for his efforts. This body shop is where all the life-sized figures are made. Plaster casts of real people brought true-to-life figures out of the fiberglass material. Maybe not quite to the same standard as the Weta workshop figures, but these displays are still impressive and very witty. Sing. What What are they going to sing? Oh, do it. Oh, you got to hold it. I have to hold it down. Unique. What is it? Yuck. There it goes. That's it. Musket Wars. The introduction of European weapons upset the balance between Maori tribes, consequently devastating Taranaki in the 1820 intertribal wars. War parties from the north brought with them more weapons than what Taranaki had, overwhelming and destroying many tribes. These musket wars spread the length of New Zealand. By 1860, British soldiers were brought to New Zealand to keep the peace, but their roles changed to enforcing peace over land disputes. One of those soldiers, also an adventurer, was Kimball Bent, who deserted from the British Army to live among the Maori people for several years. Only Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 10 till 4. Good to know. There we are, done. Oops, car coming.